Hi friend. If you want to be to my next story, just write your name and your character details in comments.
Far away, beyond the mountains and deep valleys, there was a magical city called Neuralis. It wasn't like any other place. And during the day, Neuralis was full of light. The white stone streets shimmered under the golden sun, the trees danced gently in the breeze, and children laughed and played freely. It was warm, safe, and full of joy. But when the sun began to set, everything started to change. The wind turned colder, shadows crept slowly across the walls, doors shut quietly, lights were turned off, and silence took over the city. People whispered to one another. At night, Neuralis belongs to the shadows. On the edge of a brick rooftop, above an old house, a small grey cat stood still. Moonlight gently poured over her soft fur, and her emerald green eyes glowed against the deep, dark sky. Below her, the city lay silent, asleep. A light breeze ruffled her fur as she stared out toward the distant horizon, as if she knew what was coming. But this was no ordinary cat. Her name was Mila, and Mila was the guardian of the city. She appeared only when everyone else slept, watching over the places forgotten by light, guarding the alleys no one dared to walk. She saw what others could not, understood the language of the night, and carried in her eyes secrets no one dared to ask. Years had passed, and the city grew darker with every night. One evening, as Mila walked alone through the silent streets, a soft, familiar voice broke the stillness. "Mila, do you still remember me?" She froze, her glowing green eyes widened. Slowly, she looked up. There stood a small shadow. No face, no body, just a flicker in the mist. But Mila's heart knew. It was Sirin, the girl who vanished long ago, the one she had never stopped remembering. Sirin began to tell a hidden story. She said the city's darkness wasn't a coincidence. It was because the scientists had built a machine, one that absorbed shadows, turning them into energy, light, and power. But they didn't know that the shadows were tied to the soul. Each time the machine ran, it separated the souls of children from their bodies, trapping them in the night, as silent, invisible ghosts. Sirin was the first to be harmed, but she never forgot, and never stopped hoping. Every night she whispered, "Mila will come, Mila will save me." And that night, Mila decided it was time to end everything. She climbed to the highest tower in the city, where the old machine still hummed with a silent, sinister rhythm. Huge, towering shadows began to appear, dark, twisted, and terrifying. But Sirin stood beside Mila, small yet brave, her presence calm in the heart of the storm. With a soft, sad smile, she whispered, "If I merge with you, we can break this evil." Mila leapt steadily toward the heart of the machine. As she touched the engines, everything began to change. The metal trembled, the lights dimmed, and the spinning slowly came to a halt, then silence. The engines were destroyed. Quietly, without a single word, Mila ended what the darkness had begun. The city exploded in a white light that engulfed everything. In the morning, the people woke up to a different city. No shadows, no fear, no silence. And in the center of the square, a small statue of a cat and a little girl holding her hand, made of light that never fades. It glows even on the coldest winter nights. And since that day, people say, "Thanks to Mila and Sirin, the night is safe once again."